Skrivningar is a Pole. Skrivningar. It's like writer, author. Ea. Now, what's this Ea? Yes, it is. Okay, so Skrivner is he is a writer. So okay, so it's not verb initial, but it is predicate initial. So the verb of being is incomplete without some sort of complement with it to give it a meaning, to be a writer. And then we have this word for it, apparently. It is a writer, Paul. So how is this in there in the syntax? I'm just going to say, looks to me like it means Paul is a writer. So this word ea, or I haven't heard it yet. EA spelling. So just a variant form is the emphatic form for A. Levi, if you're listening, I would love to know.
Cehi an captain.
Okay, hey, so here we have this nice sort of the word, or sound rather, jumping over the word boundary there. This H, I think, this is now the pronoun, it or he, and the h comes from the old word final S of the preceding word. Who, he, the captain. And he just looks just like he, how nice. H-E, while the she pronoun sounds like she in that basic form. Cehi an captain.
Cehi an captain.
So, here too, not verb initial. In fact, there is no verb. But the fronted question pronoun, que, tells us what type of a phrase we're in, what type of a construction. Who is the captain? It's a very interesting word order. Who is the captain? Word for word, this is who, que. Hey. What is this? Just a third singular non-feminine pronoun. An is the definite article, and then captain. Well, let's spell it out to be helpful. Captain. So, this is a noun phrase, belongs together. Let's mark it in the original. And captain.
Cehi an captain.
Captain.
Cehi an captain.
Captain. It's not a ch. Teen. Teen.
Cehi an captain.
Teen. Ending in an E, but broad here. The captain is a noun phrase. Now this he is also a noun phrase. It's a pronoun. Or should we say, diachronically, it's really this, because the H belongs historically with this word. This is a single lexical thing. It reflects quis, right? Who, or the Celtic equivalent of it. Like Latin. Structurally, it equals this quis, nominative singular of the qua question stem. Nominative singular. Quis est. Quis, no, it's not est. This word, this is the pronoun, so quis is would be the Latin. Who is he? With an implied est. Wouldn't have to be said there. Est. Who is he? But this que, I think, must correspond to this quis is. So here we see the s is part of, it's the nominative singular marking suffix on the pronoun, the interrogative one. come to be interpreted as part of the second word here in Irish.
An captain.
So cap, T-A-E-N, I believe. No, yay. With me, or with her, or him, with her. Or with her. So these fused forms based on a preposition like le or li, meaning with. Ta and Bree have, judge, the judge, ag ober at work, lesharuni, with the secretary. The judge is working, progressive, is at work, literally at work, but yeah, to mean progressive. He, not the judge. Ray have, right? Something like that. Ober is working with the secretary.
Múntar sé é.
Okay, here's that isha a.
Múntar sé é.
Isha a. What on earth?
Múntar sé é.
It is he, teacher, right? He is a teacher. What's going on with all these pronouns? He is a teacher. Múntar.
Múntar sé é.
Múntar a. What does it belong to, this a?
Is mála aisteoirí.
Cool. Isma lay.
Is mála aisteoirí.
Actors plural with the e suffix.
Is mála aisteoirí.
Meaning with her, was it? She likes actors. Literally, they are good with her.
Múntar sé é.
E, the feminine, basic form she. I think. Don't know which the native speaker would regard as basic there. E or she, same word. Sure. She is a teacher. E.
Múntar sé é.
E.
Ní brethebh é mo uncle.
Brehev.
Ní brethebh é mo uncle.
Brehev a. My uncle.
Ní brethebh é mo uncle.
Uncle is not a judge, right? Brehev. Probably a compound of some kind. Let's find out more. For a judge from Brithemon. Judge Brian, jurist. So how many letters versus how many sounds here? So anything with any consonant with an H following shows a specific kind of mutation. In modern Irish, the TH sounds like a H or H here, and MH like a V or W. Cá will vermuncher. Who is? Where is? Cá will. English word order matches here. Question word, cá, where, then the verb. Then the subject, your teacher. Question words being fronted, moved to the front of the sentence in both
Is mális eistúirí.
Smiley lesh ascheri with her. Lesh is with them? No, with he, with him. Lesh. He likes actors. They are good with him. Smalish ascheri.
Is mális eistúirí. An scríbneoir nó túdar.
Skrivnjar no and tutor. The writer. No or and tutor. The author. The author. And this T here, the reason that hyphen is there is the T is added on. It's really, in some sense, part of that article. When the vowel begins the stem, we won't be anuder in this case form, but it needs the T to sound right. Forms a syllable with the U, right? Just tutor.
An scríbneoir nó túdar.
Tutor.
An scríbneoir nó túdar.
Tutor. The judge is working. The progressive. Be a ta, ag, ober. Ta long. So ta is a verb. I think we put the subject next and then the rest of that verb phrase meaning-wise. An brishev. Brace. Ev. For the spelling. Mutated H. And then ag ober. Like this, I think. Lesh, right? With the secretary. Lesh an. Lesha. And secretary's Rooney. Ta. Okay, is it? Let's just try it. Ta Rehev. Ober. Lesh an. Spelling. Rooney, of course. Does the writer. An will. Question form of be. Does he write? What? Maybe a word bank here. Just writes he, maybe. Yeah. Unscriven. The writer will be unskrivnjar. So, maybe ultimately the same word, but very different functions here. Unscriven marking. Question particle an at the beginning versus the definite article, the second one. Judge is working with the secretary. Ta. And the judge. An. Rehev. Ag ober. Ober. Lesh. Aruni. Ta. And brehev ag ober lesh aruni. There we go.
Fisker ma. Ko usse.
Ko usse. Fisker.
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 Fisker ma. Ko usse.
Fisker ma. Good afternoon. Ko usse. Who are you? Ko for who?
Ko.
What is it in Irish? K. K. This one translate to Irish. The word for who. Who are you? I'm Bart Simpson. K would also be the form king. Okay.
Ha alapy skynial.
Ha
Ha alapy skynial.
alaba skanyel. So we got a
Alapy.
showing up in the pronunciation there between the consonants. Ha alaba, make it into 3-syllable word. Scotland is Sconiel small?
Skynial.
Small, big. Sconiel brilliant.
Istalum shorus.
Stolum is good with me. Dol,
Tull.
like it. Shorus. George. Shorus. Okay, maybe through French. George is so Dol. Kind of seems to be like Japanese ski. He is good and I like him, sort of, with me. But the
Tull.
subject is the thing that is liked, rather than being the object as we say in English.
Ha siorus a alapy.
George, Oliver, from
A.
George is from Scotland. Hashorus Alaba.
Ha siorus a alapy. Ha siorus a alapy.
Hashorus Alaba.
Ismisha Anna.
Misha. Okay, so
Mishe.
I and E vowel letter. It's always confusing. Am I talking
Misha.
about the sound I? No, I mean, so letters I and E, sounds E, A, and so on. They will change an S, for instance, into a sh sound. Call it palatalizing. The traditional term in the grammar is slender for those variants of sounds in that position between those vowels. Misha.
Ismisha Anna.
You might expect a misa or mais or something. Misha.
Ismisha Anna.
Mishe.
Misha. What? Is that just denominative? Must be. I am.
Ismisha Anna.
Confusing.
Shao Mari.
Show. So with no verb here, I think. Show is a pointing word, a dialectic.
Hello.
Is Misha.
Misha. Callum.
Column. Sconiel. Ian.
Ian.
Let's hear it.
Skynial.
Sconiel.
Ian.
Ian. Slender N there at the end too is what the I shows. And let's do one of Welsh at least so we get all three of the Celtic languages. Drag one of two dragon flags in our gallery here. Tiger.
Monkey.
Monkey.
Mochen.
Mochen.
Tiger.
Tiger. So this mochen reminds me of the Scottish word moch for pig.
Mochen.
Mochen.
Tiger.
Gir with an inserted vowel there too. Monkey.
Neder.
Neder.
Mochen.
Mochen.
Monkey.
Monkey.
Coppin. Coppin.
Pig.
Mochen.
Mochen.
Saith mochen.
7 weeks. Snake.
Tiger.
Tiger with a diphthong there. A.
Monkey.
Monkey.
Neder.
Neder there too. Clearly 2 syllables in sound.
Morville. Morville.
Whale. Cool. I wonder if mor means sea and if vil is whale. Let's see. So single F is always a voiced sound in Welsh. More sea and mill animal beast. Okay, morville. Sea animal.
Dych chi'n hoffi'r gwydd?
Gwydd. Do you like
A
the
hyn. Gwydd.
gwydd?
Dych. Dych chi'n hoffi'r gwydd?
Kind of a goosey thing going on, this accented W. Goosey letter. Alright. Dichin hofir, that's the definite article, contracted with the verb. Do you like? You. The goose. Ur would be a YR, that word written separately. The spider, the coppin.
Coppin.
Bin. What's and?
A.
Morville.
Morville.
I like watching the deer and the snake. So, Dwi'n hoffi. Gwylio, I think, is watching. Gwylio. Dwi'n hoffi.
Du. In.
Okay. Dwi'n hoffi.
Hoffi.
Gwylio.
Gwylio.
The deer and the snake. It's going to be
Collnoder.
contracted. Deer. Karu looks deery. Yeah.
Carw.
Karu. A.
A. Collnoder.
Snake is nadir.
Neidir.
I think our English word adder would be a relative of this one. Like watching the deer and the snake. Sounds like a good thing. Sounds great. Give high five. I like this option. Yes. Fervently. Let's stay on Welsh. Finish out the cycle here.
Shark.
Shark.
Pilipala.
Pala.
Blythe.
Live. Double D is a the, like we have in the word the in English. Kind of a rare sound in languages of the world, but English and Welsh both have it.
Shark.
Shark.
Blythe.
Blythe. Nice diphthong. Diphthong means a sequence of 2 vowel sounds within a syllable. I. Spelled with A-I here in this word for wolf. Shark.
Dolphin.
Double F is the voice of this one. Fa.
Gwenenen.
Gwenenen. Gwenenen. Excellent.
Shark. Dych chi'n gwisgo menig?
Dichin gwisgo menig. Gwisgo. Dichin gwisgo. Wearing?
Gwisgo.
Menig gloves.
Menig.
Are you wearing gloves? Do you wear gloves?
A hyn.
Are you wearing gloves? Soon I shall use the keyword.
Dwi'n hoffi'r blaidd.
Dwi'n hoffi'r
Collnoder.
blaidd. Oh my goodness, my fat useless fingers. I like the wolf.
Dolphin.
Dolphin.
Blaidd.
Blaidd.
Gwenynen.
Gwenynen. Pilipala.
Blaidd.
Blaidd.
Gwenynen.
Gwenynen.
Pilipala.
Pilipala. Strongly aspirated.
Dwi'n hoffi'r dylluan.
Dwi'n hoffi'r dylluan.
Dylluan.
The owl. Dylluan. The double L is voiceless. Lla. So in Welsh, oops, I'm going to use angle brackets for a written symbol and square brackets for the IPA value, the surface form. So we have single angled written form, single F, sound is V, and double F, sound is F, voiceless. V is voiced. There's vibration here at the vocal folds, and this one lacks that, so we call it voiceless. And we have single L. I wanted to compare double L, and then we've got D double D. The doubling of the letter D does something different. But let's talk about that. Well, I don't have it. Let's set that aside. I want to point out the parallelism here. Easy to say. That the single letter in these two cases, Welsh spelling, single letter is used for a voiced sound, and the double, not for the palatal, as in many Romance languages, not lia, but a voiceless L. Let me see how I can get the symbol without too much trouble. This handy type IPA site, and you just need to modify. This is IPA, the International Phonetic Alphabet. It is used by people all over the world, international, and it's what can you say? It's very well standardized with easily composed symbols here. The circle below is how we show that it's voiceless. To make everything nice and clear. No need to shout. But a voiceless L is unusual. English doesn't have that as a distinctive sound. Unusual across languages. Perfectly usual in Welsh. Many languages do, but few in Europe. So. Dwi'n hoffi'r dylluan.
Dylluan.
I like dylluan. Owl, and the word the contracted here with the vowel final verb.
Pedwar dolphin.
Pedwar, numeral 4. And the noun is not, I don't think, specifically plural in form, because it doesn't need to be, but we need the S in English.
Dych chi eisiau gafr?
Gafr.
Gafr.
Good. Okay, this reminds me of the Latin word caper. C-A-P-E-R. Day58, do you want? And note that the un preposition marker is not present with this verb, unlike all the others that we've seen up to this point in the course. Wanting something is more stative than eventive. Do you want a goat? 7. Scythe. Gafod. Gafr. Scythe, yeah, caper. Scythe 7. Is there mutation? We shall see. think they save that for later in the course. 8 is with. Calls. So TH is a th. That's another pair. So the writing system doesn't continue that pattern for this pair of sounds. But this is a theta, voiceless. Oh, I reversed the order. No. Putting the voiceless one first. I'll continue the voiced one first, rather. The double D is our th. And in the IPA, we have this nice modified letter D to show that phonetic value. Th, voiced. And the voiceless counterpart, we use a theta symbol. Kind of nicely. Looks like a little tongue protruding from between two rows of teeth. Th. Which is how you produce that sound. You don't have to protrude the tongue too much, but just have it in that area for these two sounds, th and th. So, single F, v in Welsh, double F, voiceless, single L, l, double L, sl, voiceless, double D, th, voiced, and th, voiceless. Okay, hens, yard. Which form? Nice. Okay, let's see for Irish. Fermor. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm Irish now. Cashlian. Elin Torj. Artist. Fermor. Tabia. Agaver. Let's see. Will in the other case. But palatalized here. Slender. Not sure what the sound would be. Maybe a V? Vermer? So, word for word, there is food at the farmer means the farmer has food. That's a possessive construction. Is an tinjaltor a double pronoun. What's the meaning? Injaltor, engineer. The T belongs to the article, really. Survives in a pre-vocalic environment. In this case, nominative. Is he an engineer? Is the engineer. Right, this is the declarative order. It's verb initial, then the subject pronoun, he is, it's got to be definite. It's not a question, and it's definite, not indefinite. And then this resumptive pronoun. What's up with that? Why repeated? Square brackets around the nouny bits, and that's he is the engineer. So it's the definite article an, that's the basic form, but If the noun stem begins with a vowel, that preserves the T. That's also really part of it. Part of that definite article. Okay.
Tá post ag i gceannasaí.
Position, job. It is position to the Ganassi boss. The boss has a job. It's almost noteworthy. Mohanasi. Alright, mutation there. So, feminine noun. My job, my boss. Mohanasi.
Tá an bíochláir ag ar bhreastalaí.
Vastly. V sound for this BHF. Mutation of a basic F, I guess.
Tá an bíochláir ag ar bhreastalaí.
Vrastily. Egg R to our waitress. Our waitress has the menu.
An profisiún.
The profession. Profession. So nice change. Syllables there. Profession. Profession.
An profisiún.
Profession.
An freastalaí.
Frastily. Waitress.
An freastalaí.
Frastily. Profession. It's very likely feminine, because it's taken from Latin, and I think the gender would have been preserved in a transfer like that. Eischen Iniltori Liena Ganassi. Eischen, they listen. Engineers, not definite, but just indefinite. Here's a possessive fused form with. The engineers listen to, or in Irish, with, are attentive with them. Their possessive bosses. The waiter. And frastily.
Iniltóir nó fermór.
Iniltor or farmer. Iniltor.
Iniltóir nó fermór.
Fermor.
Is iniltóir í.
She, female. She is an engineer. Iniltor í.
Is iniltóir í. Cad é de profisiún.
What is your profession? So in a question like this, the word orders match between Irish and English. What is, word for word, your, do. And then a mutated form, the basic word is profession. Is a antinilator a declarative. He is an definite. The engineer. Mohanasi, my boss. Mutated from Canasi.
Tá an bíochláir ag ar bhreastalaí.
Vastly wait, our waitress. We'll make her the subject in English. This is a possessive construction. Has the definite menu.
dafarn. Dafarn.
Pub. So here's the other way that can appear. Here's the basic form, which we haven't, I don't think, seen yet. We've seen it as, I'm going to use equals here. It's the very same word as the that we saw. Hofir, kaus, or whatever. Do you like the? And it can show up here, if the following thing starts with a consonant sound, davar. And either it's the cousin word, perhaps more, either one seems more likely taken from the Latin word tabernam. We've got tabernacle from the diminutive of that in English. And also the word tavern.
Dwi'n mynd I Aberteifi.
What's mynd going? Dwi'n mynd, I'm going. I go to, this is Aberystwyth.
Aberteifi. Dych chi'n mynd I Aberystwyth ddydd Llun?
Bydd Llun on Monday. Dych chi'n mynd I Aberystwyth? Are you going to Aberystwyth? So here the mutated one to show an inflected case, probably a dative, on the day, Llun of the moon, on Monday. Are you going to Aberystwyth on Monday? Or it could be a regular thing, week to week. Maybe. Do you go?
Dych chi'n mynd I Aberteifi yfory?
Yfory.
Yfory.
Yfory. Dych chi'n mynd? Are you going to Cardigan?
Dych chi'n mynd i'r dafarn yfory?
Mynd i'r
Dych. Ydych mynd i'r dafarn yfory?
one. Oh, yfory. Okay, 3 little letters different. Fine. Mynd, yeah, with a Y for going. Dafar yfory.
Dwi'n mynd I Aberdaron yfory.
Going to Cardigan tomorrow. Aberdaron.
Dych chi'n mynd I Aberdaron ym mis Awst?
Dych chi'n mynd I Aberdaron ym mis Awst? Are you going to? Aberdaron in August.
Aberdaron.
Aberdaron. Are you going to Aberdaron in August? Are you going to Aberteifi? Is the name David? Mynd. Dych chi'n mynd I Aberteifi? I am going to Aberystwyth in July. Mehefin, was it? Gorffennaf. Dwi'n mynd I Aberystwyth ym mis Gorffennaf. It says have, the summer, as the final component. Are you going to Aberdaron tomorrow? Dych chi'n mynd I Aberdaron yfory? Y dafarn. So, mutated. Maybe. Or just a hypothetical distractor.
Dych chi'n mynd i'r dafarn yfory?
Dych chi'n mynd
Dych chi'n mynd i'r dafarn yfory?
yfory. Y-F-O-R-Y.
Dwi'n mynd i Aberdaron yfory.
Dwi'n mynd. I'm going to Aberdaron tomorrow. Alright, a little tired. I think I'll call it a night. I'll see you next time.